He crossed the entire Pacific by accident. A man left on a 2-day fishing trip. He came home 438 days later, 6,700 miles from where he started. This is Salvador Alvarenga's story. He drifted into fishing almost by accident, then followed the fish north into Mexico. He was the best deep-sea fisherman. In November 2012, his boss hired a young crewmate for him, Ezequiel Cordoba. 22 years old, barely any experience. The plan? A 2-day shark fishing trip, then home before the weekend. The ocean was calm at first. They caught fish. They laughed. They had no idea what was coming. The storm hit without warning. Waves climbed to 30 feet. Then, the engine died. He yanked that cord 1,000 times. Nothing. The engine was dead. Away from Mexico. Away from everything. They bailed water all night. By dawn, the storm had passed. The coast was gone. No radio, no GPS, no flares. They had supplies for 2 days. 2 days of food, 2 days of water. The current was taking them west. Salvador tried everything. He made signals from anything shiny. A plane passed far overhead. It didn't see them. A ship appeared on the horizon. It passed without stopping. On day 3, the water ran out. They had to find water, or die. Rain saved them on day 4. They caught it in turtle shells, in clothing, in any hollow they could find. No bait left, no hooks that worked. He started catching birds by hand. Boobies, frigate birds, anything that landed. He ate them raw, every last piece. Then he discovered sea turtles. He would flip them onto the boat, butcher them, eat them raw. He drank the turtle's blood for hydration. When rain didn't come, he drank urine. He did what he had to do. Period. Ezequiel was struggling. He was 22. He had never been this far from home in his life. Salvador tried to keep him going. He told him, "Someone will find us." He made Ezequiel eat. Every day. Month 2. Month 3. Still drifting. They crossed the Tropic of Cancer. No land, no ships, just ocean. Their skin cracked in the equatorial sun. At night, the cold nearly killed them. Stars were their only company. Around month 4, something broke in Ezequiel Cordoba. He stopped eating. He said he wanted to die. Salvador begged. He argued. He screamed. Ezequiel had made up his mind. He stopped drinking, stopped moving. On day 124 at sea, Ezequiel Cordoba died. Salvador was now completely alone. He had to decide what to do with the body. He slid Ezequiel into the sea. Then he was alone, truly alone, for the next 10 months. Any normal person would have quit. He refused. He started talking to Ezequiel's ghost. He knew it wasn't real. He did it anyway. It kept him sane. He talked to God. He argued with God. He sang songs from El Salvador. He told himself stories to stay sane. He thought about his daughter, Fatima, back in El Salvador. He had to get back to her. That was enough. That was his reason. Months passed. He found a rhythm. Wake up. Catch birds. Catch turtles. Collect water. Eat. Sleep. Repeat. He lost track of time completely. Days blurred into weeks, blurred into months. He crossed 6,000 miles of open Pacific. Then, in January 2014, something changed in the water. The color of the sea shifted. He saw birds he had never seen before, birds that only fly near land. And then he saw it, a line of green on the horizon. Land. After 438 days, after 6,700 miles, he tried to paddle toward it. The current kept pushing him sideways. He had to swim for it. He jumped into the Pacific. 438 days without walking had wrecked his legs. He swam mostly with his arms. He hit the reef. He climbed over it. His feet touched sand. He collapsed on the beach. On a remote atoll called Ebon, a couple lived in the only house, Emmy and Russell, the only residents. Russell heard something on the beach. He walked toward it. He found a creature on the sand, a skeleton, in rags, barely breathing. It was Salvador Alvarenga. He couldn't walk, couldn't speak. He tried to say his name in Spanish. They didn't speak Spanish. They helped him anyway. They gave him water and food. He drank until he couldn't anymore. They radioed the authorities. The news hit the world like a wave. A Marshall Islands rescue boat came. Medical teams were stunned. He weighed 77 pounds. He had lost almost half his body weight. His organs were still working, barely. He couldn't eat normal food yet. His legs had forgotten how to walk. He learned to walk again, step by step. The story spread around the planet. 438 days, longest ever recorded. No one had ever survived this long. Adrift on the open ocean. Ever. He flew home to El Salvador. His family had given him up for dead. The reunion broke everyone who saw it. He met his daughter, Fatima. She had grown up while he was gone. The world wanted to know his story. He sat down with journalists. He told them about the turtles, the birds, the blood, the urine. He talked about Ezequiel Cordoba. His face changed when he said the name. He carried that guilt for years. He sued the boat owner. He argued the boat was badly equipped. No safety gear, no emergency beacon. The case settled out of court. Then he wrote a book, 438 Days, the full account. It became an international bestseller. He became famous. A man who couldn't read or write well, who left school young in El Salvador, was now on the covers of magazines. Salvador Alvarenga didn't intend to be a hero. He just refused to quit. He was 37 when he left, 39 when he returned. He looked 60. Today he lives quietly in El Salvador. He fishes sometimes, short trips. Always within sight of land. He says the ocean is not his enemy. It kept him alive. He respects it. 438 days, 6,700 miles. One man, the longest drift at sea ever recorded.